I'd like to have a word with you.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know you.
Don't you?
No.
There's something I'd like to have a word with you about.
I'm terribly sorry, I'm quite busy.
It won't take long.
I'm awfully sorry. Perhaps I could send it down on paper and send it to me.
Not possible.
Do forgive me.
Please, there's something I'd like to speak to you about.
Did you phone me today?
That's right. I called, but you've gone out.
You called here. I didn't know that.
Look, I think I'd better come in, don't you?
Look, you can't just barge into someone's house like this, you know. What do you want?
So why don't you stop wasting your time and let me in?
I could call the police.
Not with it.
All right.
Got any olives?
How did you know my name?
No olives.
No olives? I'm afraid not.
You mean to say you don't keep any olives out for your guests?
You're not my guest. You're an intruder. Now what can I do for you?
Do you mind if I sit down?
Yes, I do.
We'll get over it.
What's your name, old boy?
Where shall I put the pig?
In your wallet.
You're not a bad-looking bloke.
Oh, thanks.
You're a movie star, but you're quite tolerable looking, I suppose.
Well, that's more than I can say for you.
I'm not interested in what you have to say for me.
To put it quite bluntly, old chap, I'm even less interested than you are. Now come on, please. What do you want? Cheers.
You have a good time in Leeds last week?
What?
Did you have a good time in Leeds last week?
Leeds?
Did you enjoy yourself?
What makes you think I was in Leeds?
Tell me all about it. See much of the town, go out to the country at all?
What are you talking about?
We went down for the dress collection. Took some of your models.
Did I?
You stayed at the Westbury Hotel.
Oh,
Room 142.
142. Oh, was it comfortable?
Comfortable enough.
Oh, good.
You had your yellow pajamas with you.
Did I really? What? The ones with the black initials?
Yes, and you had them on in 165.
In what?
165.
165. I thought you said I was in 142.
You checked into 142, but you didn't stay there.
Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Booking a room and not staying in it.
It's just along the passageway. It's not too far.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
You can easily knit back to shape.
From 165?
Yes.
What was I doing there?
Well, that's what my wife was. That's why you slept with her.
Oh. Who told you that?
She did.
You should have received you.
Be careful.
Who is your wife?
You know her.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so at all.
I see.
Look, I was nowhere near Leeds last week, old chap. Nowhere near white, I'm quite sure of that. Apart from that, I just don't do those things. Not in my book. I wouldn't dream of it. Now, I think that closes that subject now, don't you?
Come here.
I'm expecting guests in a minute, you know. Cocktails, I'm sending for Parliament next season.
Come here, there's something I'd like to speak to you about.
I'm gonna be Minister for Home Affairs.
When you treat my wife like a whore, I think I'm entitled to know what you have to say about it.
But I don't know your wife.
You do. You met her at 10 o'clock last Friday in the lounge. You fell into conversation, bought her a couple of drinks. You went upstairs together in the lift. In the lift, you never took your eyes from her. Found out you were on the same floor. You helped her out by her arm. stood with her in the corridor, staring at her. You touched her shoulder, said goodnight. You went to your room, she went to hers. You slipped into your yellow pajamas and black dressing gown. You went back down the passageway, knocked on her door. You left your toothpaste in town. She opened the door. You went in. She was still dressed. You admired the room. It was so feminine. You felt awake, didn't feel like sleeping, so you sat on the bed. She wanted you to go. You wouldn't. She became upset. Away from home, on a business trip. Horrible life, especially for a woman. You sympathized, gave her solace. You stayed.
Look, do you mind just going off now? You're giving me bits of a headache.
You knew she was married. Why did you feel it was necessary to do that?
Well, she must have known she was married too. Why did she feel necessary to do that? That's got you, hasn't it? Well, look, really, it's all a bunch of rubbish. You know that. Is she supposed to resist me at all?
A little.
Only a little?
Yes.
Do you believe her?
Yes.
Everything she says?
Sure.
Does she bite at all?
No.
Scratch?
A little.
Well, you have had a double wife, haven't you? Keeps you well informed in the minute detail. She scratched it, she... Where? On the hand? No scar. No scar anywhere. Absolutely no scar. We can go before Commissioner both if you like. I'll strip. Show you my unscarred body. Yes, what we need is an independent witness. You got any chimneys on your side or something?
You are a wag! I never thought you'd be such a wag, but you're loads of fun. Do you know what I call you?
What?
A wag?
Thanks very much.
No, I'm glad to give a compliment when compliments due. Would you like a drink?
Oh, that's very good of you.
What will you be having?
Carteni vodka?
Let me see. I'm sure I can find you some vodka.
Oh, scrumptious.
Say that again.
What?
That word.
What? Scrumptious?
That's it.
Scrumptious.
Marvelous. I'm sure you probably learned that in school, didn't you?
Well, now that you mention it, I think you might be right.
I thought I might be. Here's your vodka.
That's very good of you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come in.
What?
I bet you're a wow at parties.
That's very nice of you to say so, but I'm not much of a wow.
Go on, I bet you are.
You think I'm a wow, do you?
At parties, I should suppose so.
No, I'm not much of a wow. This bloke I share this house with is though.
Oh, I met him, actually. Jolly little chap.
Yes, he's very good at parties. Bit of a conjurer.
Oh, rabbits?
Oh, no, not rabbits, no.
Oh, no rabbits.
No, rabbits actually, they give him hay fever.
Oh, poor chap.
Yes, it's a pity.
See a doctor about it.
No, yes, I don't know that hot.
Brought up in the country, I suppose.
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes. Well, it's been very nice meeting you, old chap. We must come again when the weather's better. Oh! You made me spill my drink! You made me spill on my car again! I can easily kick you from here. Are you going to let me get up? Are you going to let me get up? I'll tell you what. If you let me get up, I'm not very comfortable. If you let me get up, I'll tell you the truth.
Tell me the truth from there.
No, when I'm up!
Tell me from there!
Well, I'm only telling you because I'm utterly bored. The truth is that never happened. What you said anyway. I didn't know she was married. She never told me, never said a word. But none of that happened, I can assure you. All that happened was, you were right actually about going up the lift. We got out of the lift and suddenly she was in my arms. Really wasn't my fault, nothing further from my mind. Biggest surprise of my life. Must have found me terribly attractive, I don't know, but I didn't refuse. Anyway, we just kissed a bit, only a few minutes, by the lift, no one about, and that was that. She went to her room. The rest of it just didn't happen. I mean, I wouldn't do that sort of thing. That sort of thing, it's just meaningless. I can understand you're upset, of course, but honestly, there was nothing else to it. Just a few kisses. I'm dreadfully sorry, really. I have no idea why she made up all that. Pure fantasy. Really rather naughty of her. Rather alarming. Do you know her well?
And then, about midnight, you went into her private bathroom and had yourself a bath. You sang "Coming Through the Rye." You used a bath towel and walked about the room pretending to be a Roman. And I called. I asked how she was. She said she was all right. Her voice was low. I asked her to speak up. She didn't have much to say. You were sitting on the bed next to her.
Not sitting. Lying.